Hello and welcome back. Hello, neighbors. How's everyone in the neighborhood doing? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Hands That Make. I am so happy to be here this afternoon. Oh gosh, to get away. Do we hardly ever say this? To get away from the crafting with my eyeballs, it was good for a while. I hope you all are doing well. I just want to say thank you for the new subscribers. Thank you all for giving me a thumbs up in the video. I hope you're entertained. I hope you smile. I hope you chuckle at these videos. I hope you learn something and see something you like. I also want to thank you all for your suggestions. They are absolutely great. I love them. Um, I didn't bring my phone because I wanted to look at one of the comments and read it off. Let me see if I can remember what she said. It was in regards to the home love home cross stitch pattern that I made, and the she believed she could, so she did cross stitch pattern. I believe one of the ladies said to put a mat under on the back of the cross stitch and then add fabric around. And I wanted to ask her, I didn't understand when she said mat. I don't understand what mat you may be speaking of. I didn't know if she was talking about like a mat. You know how you can go to the dollar store or, Target, Walmart. They have these little mats that you put in your drawers, where your spoons and things are. Some people even put them underneath their sewing machines so that they don't move. I was wondering if she was talking about that because I'm not sure when she says put a mat behind it. Maybe you know of a video or something that I could refer to and possibly see that and get a better understanding of what you're saying. Because in that she believed she could, so she did. That beautiful piece is so colorful. I love those colors. Um, we really need to do something with that and get it set up somewhere. So I wanted to say that. Please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up, and let's move on. So I think I told you guys that I have because this is where I sit when I'm doing all of my cutting for quilting, and I've also found that it is better for me to sit here at this table as opposed to sitting in the living room in a comfy chair watching a movie. It's better for me to sit here and do my cross stitch as well. Okay, so I have this bucket basket right here. This thing was full of scraps. Oh my gosh. It took me, I did it yesterday. It took me about, I know, every bit of 3 to 4 hours. I threw some away, I cut some up and put it in the bags. I didn't do any ironing of any of the fabrics. And I'll show you the way that I keep, this is how I keep up with my scraps, you guys. I don't know if you guys do this, but this is what I've done. I can't find the top. I put it in here. I put all my scraps in this bucket. So I have like 1.5 inch squares, which I never really use for my quilts because they're so small. And then I have 1 inch strips. I have 1.5 inch strips. I have 2.5. I have a bag of assorted. Definitely don't want to take all of this out, And I just put it all in here like that. So those are all of my quilting scraps. This is random large pieces, which I can use for those buckets that I'll be making. I wonder where the top is for this, because I certainly have one somewhere, so I have to find that. So that's how I keep my my quilting fabric scraps. That's how I keep that. And I also, you know, the baskets that I made. So what I've done is, if you cut these cardboards out like this, this is for the basket 13 by 13 with 3-inch cuts. I got this from one of the ladies. So you just, this is the template, and you do 2 lining pieces, 2 front and back pieces for your basket, and 2 pieces of the stiffener, and you cut it all the same size, and this works. And then this is the 13 by 13, and this is the 11 by 11. So I just got to cut out the corners. I have to go back and refer to her video. I think for the 11 by 11 it may be 2.5 inch corners for that. So I've been working on that. Also, I'll show you here with these big balls of yarn. They are so soft. They are absolutely beautiful. So I started working on this. What made me just put down everything, because I started off, I'm making an Afghan. Here's my issue with my crochet Afghan. I'm using this size crochet hook. I'm not sure what size it is because it doesn't say. I have a 9, and this is bigger than that. And it actually works well with this Bernat blanket yarn. It actually works well with it. So I don't know. It could be a 12 or 13, maybe a 15. I don't think it's a 15. It may be a 12 if there's any such thing as a 12. That there is no millimeter on here for this hook. I found a tutorial. I really liked it. The lady said start with 35. Really simple. You do 34. Did she say 34? 34 all the way across. Then you double crochet. You chain 1. You turn it back around. You do slip stitch, back loop only, chain 1, come back around, double crochet, back loop only, chain 1, turn around, slip stitch every stitch, back loop, chain 1, back and forth. But what I'm finding is that that's not going to be wide enough for me. It definitely would be long enough. She used that's really nice. Yeah. She used 7 balls of this Bernat blanket yarn. I love the stitch, and it's so soft. It's so soft. But what I think I'm going to do is take this loose, and the colors look like this. And if you can see up there on that top shelf, I have 2 more. So I'm going to add those to this. She used 7. I don't think I have 7. I do think I have some more of this type of yarn, Bernat blanket, in that closet. I have to see how much is in there, but I don't think I have 7. So I may have to go back to the store and get me a couple of those cakes, those 2 blue ones up there. I may need 4 more, I think. Have you guys ever used that Bernat blanket yarn? It is so awesome. It's great for baby throw, to put on the floor for the baby to play, you know, with their toys, or just crawl on, or just lay on. It's really, really nice. I wanted to say something, and I don't know if you all experience this. Like I said, I am a new cross stitch person, a new cross stitcher, and I've been doing it since last year. And working on this pattern here, I've been working on it. Y'all, what I have been doing is pulling my thread off, get it to a certain length, cut it. And I've been using pulling two, putting it in the needle, pulling two strands. But something came to me as I was working on the project. And I remember Kimberly from Fat Quarter Shop. I think she only pulled, because you know you get six, and I've been using what you call this thread. I can't think of it. I've been using this thread since I've been cross stitching. It's right on tip of my tongue. I can't think of it. And I've been using two strands all the time. And as I was working on the project the other day, my mind went back to, I think Kimberly pulls one string, folds it over in two, and threads her needle and puts it through the loop in the back to make that knot. And I'm thinking, I hope that I have enough thread to finish this complete project, because I've been using a lot of thread. And I'll show you, this is how far I've gotten. I'll show you it in color again. I know you've seen it, but it's so pretty and I love it. And I'm doing it now because I want to get it ready for Christmas in a frame. Look at. It's so gorgeous. It's so pretty. I think it's so pretty. I think the colors are great. I'm going to tell you what color I do not like, especially using two threads. It's just too thick. It's the white. The white just, I don't know. The white thread, why do I want to say DMV? But that's not it. Hold on. 14 count Ada. DMC. I'm in the DMV area. I'm like, DMV. No, that's not it. DMC thread. I don't like the white DMC. I'm excited about when I finish this. I want to try another type of thread to use. And I'm going to show you today what I'm going to cross stitch next. But I wanted to say that another thing that I have been experiencing as a new cross stitcher working on this particular pattern. I don't want to say this is the biggest one. I think the So She Did is bigger than this. I just was noticing some things as I was working on this the last couple of days and weeks. I don't like white DMC, number one. And the other thing is DMC really does tangle. It can tangle. And I think it tangles even more and gets knots in it even more when you wet it on the ends. Oh my gosh, me wetting my thread, DMC thread on the end, trying to get it into those little needles. And when I finally get it in and I'm pulling it, when I'm round about that third, fourth stitch, because it's semi-wet, or sometimes in some cases completely wet, because it was like, you better get through this needle hole, it begins to tangle or get knotted up. And I heard that, because I've been watching, I've been stretching myself out a little bit, and I've been watching some other podcasts on cross stitch, what they do, what they use, and all those things. But I did hear Kimberly say there's some type of, her and Lori Holt, there's some type of wax, beeswax, some kind of little stick that they use, and they press it along on that, they press their thread on that so that it's smooth, and perhaps it doesn't knot up like me wetting it with my tongue. just so it doesn't fray as much as it does on the end to get the needle through the hole. That is really annoying, so I don't like that. But I think the last time that I was with you all, I had only done maybe this, and this. I had not done this portion or this stocking or this or either that. So I'm coming along. I hope it won't be but another what week or two, and I'll be done with this. And I'm not going to cut it. I'm not going to cut all the way around. If I do cut it, it'll be, I'm going to make sure I do an inch and a half. That should be more than enough. And then when I get my frame, even though I may have to cut it down or maybe not, depending on the frame that I get, I do want to get it in a white frame. I think it was displayed to us in a white frame. I would have to go back and look at that. You all let me know in the comments if you remember. The next thing that I want to start on is this right here. But I have to go back to Kimberly at Fat Quarter Shop. I have to go back to her website so that I can see it in color. I'm going to be working on this. This is my next project because it says Happy Fall. So that's my next project. But I want to go back to the site and see it in color. This is a free download pattern from Kim at Fat Quarter Shop. I want to see what the color's like. I'm sure they were very beautiful. That's why I picked it. But in the color names are moss green, medium light, rose deep, hazelnut brown light, brown very light, moss green, and orange spice medium. And it's also saying to use one, okay, skeins one. So I guess she's saying that it's going to take one skein. And then it says symbol. And they have like the number 2X, a star. Okay, those are the symbols of the pattern. Okay. Some of them are number 2. Oh, yes, it is. Number 2 is DMC color 166, moss green, medium light. Okay. It's so pretty. And I think, you guys, I think it's going to fare well in those little frames that I got. You remember the little frames? I can't wait to finish it and show you all. Now, y'all, I worked so hard on the that tote bag, and what I've decided, it's over there. I didn't bring it. I'll bring it next time, and hopefully I'll have it done. But I worked so hard on that 3D slip pocket and putting that snap on, and I did a nice large zipper pocket. I think what my mind has been turning on as far as that is to go up to the top of the bag, take all of those stitches out. And once I do that, because I set that that lining down in the bag, I'm gonna continue to use the lining because I worked hard on it, and the outside front and back too. But what I'm going to end up doing, I think, is I'm looking at my straps over there, and I don't think that I have. I don't think that I have any. I haven't been to the craft store. I got to get to the craft store. I know I can order online, and I've been doing that lately, but I don't want to do that. I really want to go inside. I guess Joann's or Michael's. I'm really thinking Michael's. I want to go inside and I want to get me some straps so I can have a decent tote bag, because I worked hard on that tote. So I think I'm just going to take all the stitches out, put the straps in there correctly, and sew it back up and sew it around, and that'll make a great tote bag for me for this fall season. And then when the winter comes, I'll use another color and make a different style of bag. So much so that I might use because I have some purses, some straps from some old purses that I did not like or I threw away. And I said to myself, don't throw your purse straps away because you can use those straps on a bag or something that you make. And I have some hard plastic, that white hard plastic is about so long, so I can make a bag that really, really stands up and use those straps. So I think I'm going to do that. So neighbors, I know I said a lot in this video. I have not yet made the board. You know, I'm still using this, my DIY. And I heard Kim say the other day, I was looking at a video, I don't know if it was an old video or something current. I heard her say also that she has to watch it because her needles will go inside. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 here. One is there 5, one is there 6. I think I may have lost one in here, and I'm not getting it back. I'm just not getting it back. So it's cute though. I think I'm gonna continue to use it. I'm not going to get rid of it because I made it, right? So the boards, the foam boards, I think that those are what I want to use for my cross stitch patterns. Yes. Ooh, what would be cute too is cutting the foam board out in a circle. Get the right measurement, cut it out in a circle, put the cross stitch pattern on there like that. Find a frame or some type of backing for it. That'd be cute too. I can't put all the idea together, but it just came to me. I think that'd be really nice as well. Something in a different shape. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think so. So I'm not going to hold you all long, but I wanted to keep my word about coming back on Thursday. I wanted to keep my word to my neighbors because you all have been so great with me and to me, giving me great ideas, commenting, giving me a thumbs up, subscribing to my channel. It's a new channel. I'm really growing, and I appreciate you all. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm so proud of my all the trimmings. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I love it. And I can't wait to start Happy Fall. Let me ask you a question before I go. Do you start another project when you're already working on a project? I'm trying not to do that because I don't want to have 3, 4, and 5 cross stitch patterns. I know people do that all the time because I see them. I'm working on this, and then they'll pull out their other bag and say, I'm working on this. I want to get it started, and I want to get it completed, and I want to get it framed and put up. That's what I want to do. That's the kind of person I am. I just don't want to have, and I know some people do it, and that's fine, but I just want to finish it because I don't think that I'm going to choose a pattern unless I really like it. You know, there is one that I chose. It was mason jars. I forget the name of it. It was like 4 mason jars, pretty large. And, but after I started working on it, I found that I wasn't so happy with it. So it's still up there in the closet on the shelf. Thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for joining me. And I will see you on next Thursday. Comment down below on my Bernat yarn, the Afghan that I'm making. I started off with 32, 34, but that's just not wide enough. I want it to be at least, what's this mat? 35. I want it to be at least as long as my mat here, which is 35. So I don't know. I may use, it works up really fast too. So anyway, we'll talk about that more. Hopefully I would have gotten much further along by next Thursday. So I'll see you all next time. Bye.